Hey folks, so now that we've got our foundation done, basically all we did is we took a 16 by 16 place, dug out about 10 to 12 inches of dirt, and now what we're going to do is just drop in a bunch of gravel. We're going to pack it down, and the best part about that today is my in-laws are here. Jen's parents have visited us, and so I've got my father-in-law, he's over on the tractor and he's bringing in gravel and I'm packing it in. You know, for us city folk who, you know, have spent most of our lives in the city, you know, driving a tractor, it's something we watch on TV, we watch other people do. So I know, seeing my father-in-law drive this tractor, I can see a little twinkle in his eye. He's kind of cool. I know he's having fun. I know I'm having fun. We're getting our foundation done, so anytime I can get a little bit of help, especially if it's family, oh boy, I really appreciate that. So, all right, well, we're gonna keep going and yeah, hopefully get this foundation done today. So to pack down our foundation here, what I'm using is a 10-pound compactor plate. Now, could we have gone and just rented a compactor? Absolutely. But it kind of defeats the purpose of the process and of the journey. Getting that compactor would make this job a hell of a lot easier. But I enjoy the work. I got my in-laws out here. We're working together. And I wouldn't want it any other way. Hey folks, so it is an absolutely gorgeous day out today. And we just got up a little while ago. And we're going to take a look at this pad here. But we're going to do that just in a minute. We're going to go water the garden right now, so why don't you guys come with us? We do water the garden quite often, a lot more often than we anticipated. You know, we do like to get it nice and watered up every day if we can. But it also depends on when the rain comes. And we do have multiple places that we water. And our water, for the most part, we pump into here from the well, but we figured out how we can collect some rainwater off of our solar panels. And so if you take a look over here, you see we've got all these buckets there. So when it rains, the water comes off of the solar panels pretty vigorously. So we're able to fill up all of our 5-gallon buckets pretty quickly. And right now, we've got these all stored and ready. So once we are done watering today, we'll go ahead and fill up our barrel again with the rainwater that we've collected so that we have enough water for tomorrow. Now, when we're watering out here, Jen will typically do all of the beds over here, obviously the corn and the bed there, and she'll also get these rows. Now, what we don't water every time are the Ruth Stout beds. Now these here, these two, we water I think like once every 3 or 4 days, and it's usually just light, just enough to get everything wet underneath it. So yeah, let's get the water in.
What are you doing? Come on. Out.
Turn your power on.
Oh no, I didn't. I'm gonna turn my battery on to get my pump going so I can water the garden.
Awesome. All right, well, let's get it. And there's the pump hiding underneath the pot, just to kind of protect it a little bit from the elements.
Well, that's nothing new.
Hey, don't forget these. All right. Can't you put that in
Shut up.
fast speed?
Over there.
So right now we are down here at the border. We got Mom and Dad checking out the border, and it's really cool. It's cool to have them down here. All right, we're gonna spend some time with them on the border here, and yeah, we're gonna have a little fun. Hey folks, so I have my father-in-law here today, and we are working on a project that you guys not only watch me build, but then you watch me destroy. So if you recall, we built these porches underneath the soffit vent, but unfortunately, because of the frost heave here in the winter time, we ended up having to cut the lids off. What we're going to do is move the porch away from the cabin a little bit, and then I'm also going to take some of the top of the roof off, and then Dad and I here are going to hoist this thing back up, go ahead and put some supports on it, and yeah, see if we can't make it through a winter with a porch. So here we go. So we had to use the tractor, and we got it up there. Now, unfortunately, as fate would have it, my tripod fell, so I have no video footage of it, but we still have another porch to do. In the meantime, Dad's gonna take off the plywood that's on the sides here, because we need to cut this down another inch. So we're gonna cut the 4x4s an inch and drop the whole top down. So really the reason we're doing that is to make sure that we have enough space between the top of the roof and the bottom of the soffit of the cabin. This porch will move with the frost heave, and we want to make sure we have enough room for it to do that without having to cut the top off again. So as fate would have it, we are using the chainsaw to cut about an inch off of each of the 4x4s, and we ran out of gas. So I had to go to the shed, get gas, and I got stung by a bee. I guess living in the woods, they're bound to happen. It hasn't happened yet, so I'm sure I was probably due. So the paste that Jen put on it is simply a mixture of water and baking soda. And it swelled up really bad. She put this on it, sting went away almost immediately. Yeah, it actually feels really good right now. Doesn't feel nothing like it did just a few minutes ago. So it's been 5 minutes, and I'll tell you what, this stuff is, it's like magic juju juice. I don't know what it's doing. But I'll tell you what, if you get a bee sting, first thing you want to do is make sure that stinger's out. Then mix yourself some water and baking soda. Man, that stuff is good, good, good. Yeah, get back to work. Okay, so basically what we've done is we went ahead and cut another slice out of all 4 corners, and I think what we're going to do is, rather than pull these things out, we're just going to leave these in. We're going to see how the winter goes, and if for some reason this porch raises or lifts up too much, then I'll just go ahead and take the supports off, and we'll pull these little slivers out. It'll drop the roof, and we should be okay to get through winter without having to take it off. So I'm pretty happy with this. So the next step here is just to get the supports on. Now that we got our porches all done and they are all secured and up there good, and I'm very happy, and Jen is very happy. Now that we're done with that, Dad and I, we are working on taking apart our V-plow. Yes, that is right. The infamous V-plow at Hanbleceya Ranch is no more. There it is right there. So we're taking it apart because we want to use some of the lumber off of it for our